crazy stuff to see on a sailboat. Welcome and welcome back to Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures. I'm Dennis. We are on the banks of Lake Ontario in Oswego, New York, trying to get our mast dropped so we could get through the Oswego Canal, across the Erie Canal to the Hudson, down to New York City and out into the Atlantic Ocean. While not a typical day sailing, days can be like this. War zone. In a couple of hours, the mast will be getting pulled here in Oswego. Simultaneously, my engine battery has been failing slowly but surely. I'm also working on a video, transferring files while I've got a few minutes. It takes a long time. And so I can start it, leave it, and go do other things like wash off the deck. Unfortunately, some Canadian soot rained down on the boat, so I'd like to wash it off. And I feel bad for the poor folks dealing with wildfires up there. They've got real problems, not like me. And so I want to wash off the boat. Busy day. Multitasking. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. Easy peasy. That's a nerve-pinching muscle puller of a job. You know what I've got going here? Yard sale. I can't help myself. My neighbors came in last night, and this is a great example of what a lot of people do, getting their boats through the Erie Canal with this incredible brace system to hold up the mast. That's an island packet. That's a nice boat. That's an ocean-going boat right there. And it's a beauty. But as I mentioned before, I'm not going to carry the mast on this boat. You can see with the brace work, as I have to maneuver the boat and get it through locks and deal with lines and all the issues, I don't want to have to step around those, and there's potential for A, injury, which I can't afford. I've had a couple already. And then I know that people damage their masts. Having the mast stick out over there means that there's potential for it to strike the walls of the canal. And I don't want that. Every once in a while, a mast gets knocked off of a boat. So I'm not going to take that risk. But if people have two hands, then they can do that certainly more easily. Cool boat. This gives you an idea of where my wiring goes to my mast. It's not exciting stuff, but if you're a sailor out there and you have to go someplace and have the mast dropped, these are things that you need to deal with. I'll be quick. Right. These on the left, these all need to be detached, and these cables need to go back underneath the floor and over here and up the mast. And I have to tie a line on so I can fish it back through later. That's going to be a problem. That's my prediction. That will be my headache. And I just hope all my lights work when this is done. Next step, the crane. But first, every possible piece of standing rigging and running rigging needs to come off the boat.
I just need you to guide the boom off the boat onto the dock.
My new friend Eric had just sailed up his boat from Delaware, and he gave me lots of good advice since he had just come across the Erie and the Oswego canals.
This is coming great.
All right.
Can we pause for a sec?
Yep.
I want to rotate this.
Yeah.
Just so I'm
I'm
not
taking off some. We've got the weight. Thanks for rotating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
an
looks-
integrated unit. It won't come off.
No, it's all good. That looks expensive. I don't want it to get hurt.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, you can keep coming.
Okay, here we go.
Getting Eric's help removing the boom was a real time saver and a real favor.
All good?
Yep.
Toes good?
There she is.
Got your balance? All right. Good job, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah, if you need.
Oswego Marina. This is where dreams come true. People heading down the canal, people coming out of the canal, headed to the Great Lakes. All these people I've spoken with have dreams. They're going to the Chesapeake Bay like I am, or south, or they're loopers, or they're on their way to the Great Lakes to see what that's like. But they need to get their mast either dropped here to go south or lifted to go north. This is really where dreams come true. The people who work here are fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them.
The mast is now leaving the building.
This mast is going to be transported about 4 hours away, and it's going to be on a trailer and be bouncing a little bit. And so the shippers suggest that carpeted padding be placed where there could be chafing, and I've done that, but it is a big stick. And anybody who ever tries to do this, plan on spending the day on packaging your mast if you're going to ship it.
I had been through 4 of the 5 Great Lakes, and each one has these historic forts on them, and I had not made time to go and visit a single one. So before leaving Lake Ontario, I wanted to visit Fort Ontario, but I was too early, it wasn't open, and I couldn't wait. So I was off to scout my first challenge, Lock 8.
First lock, number 8. Should be fun. It's small and forgiving. Thank you very much.
One guy is rolling the next spot.
I wondered about that. I came by this morning just to check, and that's what I thought. Thank you.
I'll admit to feeling and looking clumsy on the deck on my first lock trial, but I got better as time went on and more confident, perhaps too confident.
But so you're telling me I should take my time between the next couple locks?
I'm going to find out, but he's going to be down here right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Going into our second lock, there were 4 boats in there we had to wait for. Windy. This is exciting. Oh.
Good. Now, lock 1's all not out of commission anymore, so you'll be able to go all the way up. All the way down.
Yeah, maybe tonight. We'll see if I can get all the way there.
5 is... This one's 6 and 5 all close at 5 o'clock, so you should make it.
Okay, thank you. What is your name?
I'm Tim.
Tim, thank you, sir.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's a waterfall over there. We're going up where that waterfall comes down, right next to it. It looks tight, tight. Enjoy this one. You're going with me all the way. Yeah, from a sailor's standpoint, the deck looks like a barge. But from a barge man's standpoint, it looks pretty normal. Today we're a barge, and this is fun. This is so much flipping pancake fun. Wow, am I enjoying this. You need to try this. If you're a single-hand sailor, try this. If you are interested in going, south, going through the Erie Canal, starting in Oswego, I could not encourage you more to do it. This is a blast, and I'm really having fun. So thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. I hope there's been some good stuff in there that has helped you, either at least been entertaining watching me get sloppy. Maybe you've learned something if you were wondering what it would look like. This is what it looks like. Thanks again. I'm glad in that segment I had warp speed so that you didn't have to suffer through me losing the lines. Man, it was windy in there and there were no cables hanging down for the walls, so there were no anchored spots that I could get a line around or hold on to, just weighted ropes. And so the weighted ropes just didn't give me enough purchase for my hands to combat what the wind was doing to the boat. I was just glad nobody else was in that lock with me, which was a point that some of the other folks made with me. Because I'm single-handing and there's potential for me to lose control of the boat, try to go into locks alone. And I'm glad I was in there by myself instead of bouncing off somebody else's boat. Still, no damage, just a little bit of embarrassment. But hey, that's the real deal. That's what you're going to get here. Thanks for coming along.
You won't believe the beauty that's ahead. Yes, I have more lock challenges and there will be drama there, but there are some beautiful boats and incredible scenery right around the corner. I'll see you again soon. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends along the way. Thanks.